Hello there, Sarah from 17 once again, bringing you another Modern Warfare 3 Spec Ops 3-star veteran guide. This one is the level entitled Toxic Paradise, and this is our very first foray into the heavily armoured suit of the Juggernaut. And right there on the mat is a bunch of weapons. I didn't bother picking any of them up because I have a light machine gun and I have this lovely noob tube of doom. And this level is very easy. You're going to be moving through it with your buddy. There's going to be 6 samples remaining as it says on the screen, and the enemies are going to randomly spawn depending on where you move and how you push through the level. So in theory, the way I do it could be completely different to the way that you do it, and that's not a bad thing. It's just, you know, how the level's been designed. It's a lot like Spec Ops Survivor mode, where the enemies just seem to come where they want to come and do what they want to do. But the sample cores appear on your radar in the top left, so if you're ever wondering where to go, it's all up there. It will tell you what needs to be done, and it's just a case of moving through intelligently and taking people down. Couple of things to bear in mind. The bottom right of my screen there is a green canister. That means that I have the ability to call in an airstrike. It is something you see me neglect through this video. The reason for it is originally I thought I only had one, but it turns out they regenerate, so feel free to throw your airstrikes out at any time you want. You'll notice my partner here, my gay friend, my love partner, marriage partner, all that good stuff. He throws them out at whim. There he goes, a bit more purple smoke. AC-130 rains down some death. He throws out a bunch of them. And I don't. I just stick to shooting with the light machine gun and hiding behind the cars. But a couple of things to note. The Juggernaut armor is resilient, but it is not bulletproof. You will die very quickly if you treat it like you're a Juggernaut. This is still on veteran. You should treat it like it's on veteran. You do take a lot more than you normally would, but it's not an excuse to try and be John Rambo. And this grenade launcher is fantastic to use. It's a good room clearer. The only problem with it is if you fire it too close to a guy, it will not detonate and it will leave you in trouble. So you want to be aware of that. You do not have to skimp on your ammunition. Feel free to fire whatever you want, whenever you want, because there is a handful of supply stores, areas where you can pick up more ammunition. That is definitely not one of the challenging parts of this level. It's also one of the longer ones, this you'll notice. It takes us a good 9 minutes to go through. The reason it takes us that long is because we are very tentative. We're moving like it's on veteran. We're moving intelligently. If you're looking to get some ridiculous high score or really quick run through of the level, feel free to move quicker. This is one of those that I really don't think is that challenging, and it's actually worth playing more than once because it is a fun one. Some of the Spec Ops missions I really don't like because they're flawed in a lot of really blatant ways, and it almost goes to say it's almost a testament. It's a living, document that Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer or whoever designed this aspect of the game really didn't pay too much attention on what they were doing, because there is a lot of bullshit that could have been avoided if somebody had said, hang on here guys, this all looks good and well, but it's fucking broken. Nobody said that, and thus we get to struggle as the consumer when we put it on veteran, and there's some parts that just make you wonder who the hell playtested this, because you know for a cert that nobody did. But there's your first ammo cache to restock, and you're going to be moving through the buildings now. There's a couple more close-quartered fights. This is pretty much the level from the single player in reverse. We're going to go to the bookstore that we started off on that level, and it's all standard. You're a Juggernaut. There is no real challenge to this. You're just doing your thing. You're shooting your guns. You're having a lot of fun. And right now, I'm actually downloading the demo for El Shaddai: Ascension of the Metatron, which is an action game, I think, by Capcom. It's an action and an adventure, and I do have it coming to me via my rental service, so I'm looking forward to playing it. But it hasn't arrived yet, so I want to test it out and see what it's all about, because I've heard the hardest difficulty on the game, you die in 2 hits. So if this game is fun, and I enjoy playing it, and I can get good at it, I will be looking forward to making a guide for it, even though it's probably unheard of, because nobody seems to be, you say El Shaddai to somebody, and they generally don't go, oh, that's that really cool and innovative action game that's come out on the 360 and PS3. They don't generally have that reply, because I don't think anybody really knows what it is. So hopefully I'll be able to boost the awareness, because if it is good, I will be lavishing my love on it. If it's bad, I'll probably do a balls deep and laugh at it. And that's the cool thing about my channel at this moment in time. I've got an answer for pretty much everything. Speaking of things on my channel, I tweeted yesterday that I'd started doing a live playthrough of Dead Island, which I've cancelled, so I do apologise if anybody enjoys the videos that I'm going to put up. That game is so boring, it's painful. I'm probably going to be doing some of the survivor mode on there. the Gauntlet Arena stuff that's just been downloaded. I can't remember its name. It's something related to blood and bullshit and Dead Island. But I'll probably be bringing some gameplay from that. I will be bringing you the first act of the game with live commentary, because it's about as much as I could stomach before I thought, this is boring, I'm not having any fun, and the people watching it are probably going to have less fun, because it's a dull game. It's a really dull game unless you're playing with people, and these days playing with people is becoming more fuss than it's worth, because everybody's playing Skyrim, and I can't wait to get my hands on that game, because apparently it is awesome. But here's another one of the ammo caches. There's only 2 more samples left. These are the streets that you'll remember coming through the other way. Just keep using your grenades. This is your first Juggernaut, I believe. We might have seen another one through the video. I'm like, why is this guy not dying? I've just shot him twice with the Terminator 2 grenade launcher, even though it's not. And it turns out, Juggernaut. So throw the flash grenade, shoot him in the face, drop him as quick as you can. Nothing too challenging. And just keep pushing through the street. That was actually a really good spot to throw the airdrop, and I just completely didn't do it because, you know, at the time I was bossing it. This is the library building. This is one of the more challenging areas because there's a lot of guys here. And have you noticed how when you get shot, the view kick seems to put your aim at everywhere but the enemy? And then on the multiplayer, the view kick seems to put your aim on everybody's face. So you get those one-shot headshots, and everyone's wondering, how the hell did he do that? Is he the best player ever? And then you watch the kill cam, and the dude just sprays from the hip and somehow headshots you, and you feel bad. But don't forget your grenades. They will refill when you hit those little cache moments. It's all going well. There's a couple minutes left of the video of me shooting, and there's not really much to say, so I'm going to talk about something I read in the paper earlier. Apparently PETA, an activist group against the you know, unethical treatment of animals, are saying that Mario is a very, very bad figurehead for children. He's a very, very bad mascot for kids to get behind, because he preaches that using the skin of a raccoon is perfectly fine because it gives you the ability to fly. And they've taken offense from this, and I think they've tried to bring out a lawsuit against Nintendo or try and get it changed. This iconic image of Mario in a raccoon suit they want to remove from gaming history because it's wrong to wear animal skins. And if you don't know who PETA are, they're pretty much a bunch of pussies that sided for the wrong side when it comes to the big war on real life. Instead of siding with humans and with people, they side with animals. And don't get me wrong, I don't like, you know, animals being mistreated or any of that good stuff, but if there's a choice between rubbing a bit of washing up liquid in the eye of a bunny rabbit or dying from, you know, a cold, I'm definitely going to go with treating stuff on animals. The main reason for this is half of the medicines and the abilities to heal the ails that we get has come from testing them on animals. It's come from, you know, repeated tests and reiterations, and they've helped. They've took one for the human team, so to speak. And don't get me wrong, it's not the nicest thing to think about, but if it saves human lives, I'm all for it. And the biggest irony I get from this whole PETA fucking thing is any of the people in this organization, if they have diabetes, if they have like asthma, if they have any kind of, you know, passive illness that you take medication to suppress or to relieve, chances are that medication was probably, you know, concocted through the use of animal testing, because that's where we got penicillin from. That's where we got, you know, the fucking injection to help diabetes and everything. It's like, you're alive because we tested on animals, and now you've got the gall to come back and say it's wrong. When, don't get me wrong, it's not nice, but at the end of the day, it is saving lives, and the whole point of our species is to save and prolong life. Is it not? Why do we go to doctors? They might as well just say, when you get ill, just sit and take it. When you get cancer, just, you know, wish it away, because that's pretty much what they're saying. And I know a cold and flu and all these different types of things that you can get don't sound like the biggest of illnesses, but when they go untreated, and if they're in a severe case of them, they kill people. And if we don't have remedies, and if we don't have science that's pushing boundaries to try and find ways to stop these germs and these bugs and these viruses, we will not continue as a race. And just because Mario wears a bloody raccoon suit does not mean he wants you to kill polar bears. It's just fucking stupid. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope that helped, and you take care now.